What are some of the current problems in California today regarding our education? Recently, there was a $584 million budget deficit in the California education system. The current budget proposals will jeopardize the enrollment of 10,000 students into the California State University system. Groups such as Latinos will make up 40% of state labor force by 2020, but only 12% of Latinos are on pace to hold a bachelor's degree by that date. 41% of California's workers will need a bachelor's degree to meet the state's projected economic demand in the year 2025, if current trends continue. Yet changes in the California workforce make it unlikely that this demand will be met. There's talks about another 30% tuition increase. How many times are we going to let this happen? And how many of us can continue to afford it? Funding will grow for education in California by around 5% a year, while funding for the prison system will continue to grow by 9% a year. By 2012, prison spending will be about $15.4 billion a year, compared to the $15.3 billion that the education system will be getting. Our state will spend more money for us to go to prison than to graduate from college. How about you give more of us an education and less of us will end up in prison? Is that really that hard to understand? Education is a right. And the more of us you educate, the more of us can succeed in life. How will you get more of Americans to spend money if you continue to have more of us locked up? Texas, for instance, will spend $4.5 billion in higher education in 2007 and only $2 billion in prisons. Florida, $3.9 billion in the universities and only $2.1 billion in prisons. Jacobson of the Vera Institute said that one of the greatest problems in California is not just that it spends so much on prisons, but it gets such poor results. For instance, New York is enjoying both a declining inmate population and declining crime rates. AB 656. It was introduced by Alberto Torrico. This bill would put a 9.9% severance tax on oil and gas in California. And that money will go to California higher education. Of that money, 60% would go towards CSU, 30% towards UC, and 10% towards community colleges. There is a provision in that bill that makes it illegal for that severance cost to come onto the taxpayers like you and I. A lot of this money would go towards new buildings, faculty pay, more classes, which for us, a lot of them have been cut this semester and maybe more next semester, making it harder for us to get the classes we need to graduate. The fact that this 4-year education can turn into a 6-year education because of the lack of classes that will be available for the demand of students. How much more money will I be spending to graduate college? Our generation has so much power. If we vote and we pass this message on to all of our friends, we'll be helping out everyone that comes after us and ourselves. So make a difference and vote yes on AB 656.